So what I'm going to be doing to start out in working with this completely here is I am going to be, I must say, we are a world away than where Hello YouTube, and welcome back to another episode on my channel. So you're probably looking at me and you're like, and if you aren't, you really should be like, okay, what's going on with your head right now? Like, Megan, what are you doing? Well, I have a good answer for that. I have presented a challenge to myself, and I'm basically going to be taking this wig here and transforming it. So my end goal is well, it won't per se look natural because it's a front lace wig, so it doesn't have like lace here. It only has lace in the middle, and then it gets even more limited at that point because it has a freaking U part. So my end goal is just for it to look like a bomb AF sew-in. That's gonna be my goal. But I've done this before, and that was like before I had my YouTube page, and I wish I would have recorded it. So I was just thinking, like, that would just be something really cool to show you guys. And so basically I went to the beauty supply store, and I basically checked out their selection of wigs, and I kept gravitating back towards this one. And can you believe what the name on it was? It said Megan. Like, it was like Divine Destiny or something. Like, this wig literally had my name written on it. Okay, like, this wig is literally named Megan. That's hilarious. So yeah, I went ahead and went with this one, and we're gonna see how this works out. Wish me luck. And then to add insult to injury, I have basically just been like wearing this like around and just keeping it like just throw it in a ponytail, because I refuse to work on it until I can actually sit down and record this video. So yeah, in the meantime, it began to look like this. Yeah, because I just been waiting to make this video. So that just added an extra part to this challenge, I guess. So if you want to see how I am going to take this to lit, then keep watching as I go over step by step on how I got this look. So to start out, I'm going to be brushing it. I probably should clean my brush. I'm going to be brushing it with my detangling brush and go ahead and getting all of these curls out, because that is how I start any like transforming any type of wig that I get. I go ahead and wash out the like the manufacturer, I guess you want to say, curls, because I'm going to be like completely straightening this thing. And like if I want curls, I can always just wand them back in myself. So yeah, so I'm going to start by starting at the ends and just working my way through this. This could take me a while. Okay, so now as you can see, all I did was just basically brush it out and get all the tangles out, and I mean it's already starting to come together. Still got a ways to go now, but let's not jump ahead of ourselves. But yeah, as you can see, it's completely brushed through. The tangles are now gone, and yeah, we're starting to look like somebody now. Starting to look like somebody. So there's promise, there's hope here. I can see the vision. I can see it. And you will too. So let's just keep working, get to the end of this video to see the final result. Okay, so now I am going to go ahead and begin the flat ironing process. Usually what I do is usually what I do is I would, you know, like wash it and condition it, but this wig is still fairly new. It was just highly tangled because, like I said, I just had it like in a ponytail. I was just like, whatever, because it wasn't to my liking, so I really wasn't like treating it with much kindness. But it's still fairly new, so I'm not going to be washing it or conditioning it. That's really not necessary for this one. But if you have an older synthetic wig, I would highly recommend that you do wash it and condition it. But I don't have to do that with this hair today because, like I said, it's still fairly new. So I'm just going to go ahead and begin flat ironing it. Because it is synthetic, you want to be careful. And usually it'll say it on the box as far as like how much heat it can handle. Some of them can handle up to, I think, like 410 degrees. I'm not sure, but I'm not taking any chances with this right now. So I'm just going to go ahead and start it on my lowest setting on my flat iron, which is 370. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, I need to clean my fingers. Clean your fingers, girl. Clean your fingers. And I'm gonna start there and just kind of like test the waters and see how this hair does with this amount of heat. I may go up to 390, but I'm not gonna exceed or go to 400 or above. Like, I don't know, I just feel like that'd be too risky with these synthetic fibers. So let's get started and see how it comes out.
Perfect.
It is completely flat ironed, and I must say we are worlds away than where I started from. So as you can see, this is the hair right now. It's really soft and silky, and it is extremely long, which I thought it would be. So it's like equivalent to about like, I want to say like 30 inch, maybe like a 30 inch. But I am still not done yet. Now I just have to get this part to look a bit more realistic. So that is the next step and the last step. So let's get to that. Okay, so when you begin to pluck your part, you want to make sure that you are grabbing the hairs from the actual root, and you want to pull them all the way through to avoid snagging. So I'm doing this in real time at first. You can see how I take time to pull the hair all the way through, and we're going to go ahead and get through the rest of this. So you want to stop and always check your work as you go along to make sure you're not over plucking, and just to see where you want to take more out from. So this is looking really good right here. I'm going to go ahead and stop. I'm using my finger underneath as a gauge so that I can see clearly. And so now I'm going to go ahead and take care of the knots. Since I cannot bleach this lace, I'm going to be using a different method, using my concealer and my foundation. And I'm just going to mix the two on my hand. This is the concealer, this is my foundation. Mixing it together, and I'm just going to begin to apply this underneath the lace to the knots to conceal them. Okay, so now as you can see, it happens where the foundation and the concealer can sometimes push through the actual lace. I'm going to fix this using my black powder from my BH Cosmetics palette, and I'm just using an angle brush, and I'm just going to take a little bit, and I'm going to go ahead and lightly tap and just kind of blend those areas out. And I'm doing this in real time so you can see it. And it's the exact same method as when you're filling in your eyebrows. So it works just as well for this application too. So now I'm just going to go ahead and begin to get my cap secured, and I'm going to go ahead and do the ball cap method, and I'm going to start by applying my Got To Be Glued around the perimeter in the front to go ahead and secure that down. Next, I'm going to be using my Got To Be Glued spray on top of that. And then once that's fully dry, you want to go ahead and cut off the excess cap in the front. And please make sure you're using sharper scissors than me. These can barely cut butter, but I got it done. And the excess you can lay down with Got To Be Glued afterwards. For sake of time, we're just going to keep moving right along. So this is the final look. We are slayed, we are laid, we are silky and flowing, and the part is poppin'. So that's it for this video. If you guys liked it and found it helpful, give this video a huge thumbs up, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I'll catch you guys in my next video, and as always, be blessed.